raised and told we don't question things. So he must always assume that it's his fault, and he can't question why. It just is.
Right. While he's in there, his mind wanders. He starts trying to think about his parents and, like, why the hell things are the way they are. His memory isn't super great before the Dursleys. All he can see is blinding green light, and that's about it. There's no pictures. There's no mention of his parents. He can't ask anything about them. So he just dreams of people taking away.
He assumes that it's a car accident that he's thinking of. He's not sure where the green light is coming from in the car accident. He just assumes that it's part of it.
When I read this, I assumed it was, like, a traffic light. I was like, duh.
That's what I thought. Like, that's what I would assume is, oh, you went through the green light, somebody else went through on their red, like...
Right. I was like, you're being stupid.
I don't think they're different colors over the pond. I think it's the same thing.
Even though I knew... I don't even know why. I wasn't even thinking, like, wizard stuff. I was legit like, traffic lights. Duh.
How naive we were.
But yeah, so he dreams at night of some unknown relation taking him away, which is kind of funny, considering what we know now. And
but yet sad that he dreams of someone coming to take him away from that home.
Right. But he also has, I guess, weird hope, because strangers seem to know him. You were saying earlier, weird people seem to, like, know him.
They wave or bow. One bowed to him. But yet he can't question it. Not allowed to.
Right.
So we just have to go about our day as if that didn't happen. Aunt Petunia even rushes him out of a store because we can't acknowledge that that kind of thing happened.
Right.
Or that people would care about Harry. Because we can't care about Harry.
Mm-mm. And he has nobody at school. He has no friends to talk to either. So this chapter ends, like, very bleakly.
It's a sad life this kid is living.
Yeah. That's where we are at the end of chapter 2.
Well,
you know what's kind of ironic is that all of these things that Harry is getting blamed for, right? It's not his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. But because of what we know about the books already, they are kind of his fault. I'm not saying he did anything wrong, but just the fact that...
Not on purpose.
At the very least, we know he's a magic baby. You know? Now he's 11, right?
He will be turning 11.
Right,
turning
he's
11.
10 at this point.
Okay. And some weird stuff is going on. Like, that's got to be related.
I didn't get my letter at 11. I'm a muggle.
Oh, I was so depressed.
When I knew at 11 it was supposed to happen, life was crushed. How did you feel, James, about reading up until now, chapter 2? Having only seen the movies, what do you think so far with the extra details?
Well, the detail that they add, I think some of it's not really important, to be honest. I don't think.
Oh.
If you ask me, I mean, they describe how much the Dursleys don't like pretty much anybody but themselves so much. They just oversell it, to be honest, I think.
Oh.
We're questioning J.K. Rowling right now. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't know.
You are entitled to your opinion. However, I must tell you, you are wrong.
I mean, maybe. As a kid, I was like, yeah, fuck them. Like, they're bad people. But maybe, like, now, especially after watching the movies, like, you're like, yeah, I get it. They're terrible. Like, within the first 5 minutes, like, maybe she didn't need to, like, pour it on.
Right. I think it's kind of self-evident that these people are just really, really shitty people. And maybe they didn't need to spend so much time pointing out the fact that they're shitty people, because we can pretty clearly see that they are shitty people.
Is it safe to assume then that maybe they didn't divulge too much into that for fear of, like, I mean, it's a borderline, we're borderlining on child abuse. It's not even borderline child abuse. It is clearly child abuse. Can we just safely assume that they didn't want to put in that much child abuse into a movie? And that's why so much of this chapter was not included.
It was more neglect than abuse.
Neglect is abuse. We're going to run into a whole nother topic here, people.
But I think also because Harry's also getting beat by his clearly larger cousin. He's faster. I mean, at least there's that. At least he's a little fast fuck. He can run away.
Well, he's dodging it. He's dodging it.
I mean...
Yeah, they do make mention of that, and he knows he's fast.
But,
he can run.
I mean, she did, like, clearly mention that he is small for his age because of his living conditions. Which kind of screams CPS.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Apparently nobody cares because Dudley and his friends are big assholes, and so they do notice, but they turn a blind eye to Harry being skinny.
Under the stairs.
With spiders following.
And that's a wrap on episode 2, chapter 2, The Vanishing Glass. Tune back in for episode 3. We'll dive into chapter 3.
Bye!
See ya.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for coming along with us this far. I hope you all enjoyed listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us at podcastatt@gmail.com or on Facebook at podcastatt or all the things on our page. We also have an Instagram and a Twitter, and you can find us at podcast_ATT there, and our Patreon, that is all the things, if you're interested in helping us grow. Bye, everyone!